5 reasons why people still go blue collar even if it sucks in 2025. Let me tell you something. Blue collar work in 2025, it sucks sometimes. There, I said it. Your back hurts. Your knees are shot. You're crawling through attics in July when it's 140 degrees up there. You're breaking ice off pipes in January at 5 a.m. But people still choose this life. Why? Because I've spent half a century figuring that out. And today I'm going to share exactly what keeps people coming back to the trades even when it kicks their ass. Before we get started, smash that like button and subscribe. All right, let's get into it. Reason number 1, the money is actually insane. Look, I started in this game when I was young and broke. Got into the sheet metal union as a green apprentice who didn't know a duck from a duck. That was nearly 3 decades ago. 14 years union. Worked my way from the kid that swept the shop to running crews as a foreman. Then I took the leap, became an HVAC contractor. That was 15 years ago. You want to know what I learned in those 29 years in the HVAC trade? The money is real. Not maybe someday, money. Not if you're lucky, money. Actual money. Today money. Here's the deal with HVAC specifically. As a technician, you're looking at 45 to 85K plus starting out, depending on where you live and your certifications. That's not bad for someone who doesn't have student loan debt, crushing them like a trash compactor. But here's where it gets spicy. Senior techs and specialists, 60K to 100K plus. And if you're like me and you go contractor, 100K to 300K plus, depending on how you run your business. I've seen guys clear $500,000 in a good year. Let that sink in. No college degree required. Just skills, hustle, and showing up when everyone else quits. And it's not just HVAC. Electricians, 50K to 95K plus average. Master electricians running their own shops, 120K to 300K plus. Plumbers, same story. 48 to 90K plus employed. 150 to 300K plus if you own the business. College kids are drowning in debt for jobs that pay 40K, while trade workers are buying houses and trucks. Cash. Make it make sense. Reason number 2, nobody can outsource your hands. You know what keeps me up at night? Nothing, because my job can't be done by a robot in Bangladesh. Let me explain. When your furnace dies at midnight in December, when your pipes burst, when your AC quits in the middle of a heat wave, you need a human, a real person with real hands who shows up to your house. You can't email that problem away. You can't outsource it to AI. ChatGPT isn't going to crawl under your house and fix your ductwork. This is physical work that requires physical presence. And that is job security that office workers dream about. I've been doing this for 29 years. Started as a kid who barely knew which end of the hammer to hold when I joined the sheet metal union. And every single year, people tell me AI is coming for your job. Cool. Let me know when ChatGPT can sweat copper pipe. The trades aren't going anywhere. If anything, they're getting more valuable because guess what? Fewer kids are learning these skills. Everyone told their kids to go to college. Now we got a shortage of skilled workers and a surplus of baristas with philosophy degrees. No shade to philosophy, but it doesn't fix your air conditioners. Reason number 3, you see results like today. Here's something nobody talks about. The psychological win of finishing something. When I install a new HVAC system, I'm done that day, maybe that week. Customer goes from sweating their ass off to comfortable, instant gratification. I can point at that house and say, I did that. You know how many office jobs involve sending emails about meetings about other meetings? My buddy works in corporate. He's been working on the same project for 16 months. He still doesn't know if it'll ever launch. That would drive me insane. In the trades, you start with a problem. You end with a solution. Broken to fixed. Cold to warm. Dark to light. There's something deeply human about that. We're wired to build, to create, to fix things. After 14 years climbing the ranks in the union, from apprentice to foreman, then another 15 years running my own HVAC business, I can tell you that feeling never gets old. You go home tired, but you go home satisfied. And in 2025, when everyone's drowning in existential dread about their purpose, the satisfaction is priceless. Hey everyone, really quick before we continue. If you're watching this and thinking, okay, I'm interested, but which trade is right for me? I got you. Check out Course Careers. Talk to Coura. This is Course Careers' new AI career counselor. Coura will help you decide if HVAC, plumbing, electrical, construction project managing, construction estimating, architectural drafting, and supply chain coordinator fits your goals. And then you could start the free intro course it suggests, just like students across multiple industries have used to break into high-paying careers fast without any experience or college degree. The intro course will show you exactly what the job is like day to day and teach you how to get hired within 4 to 12 weeks. I'll leave the link in my description and pinned in the comments below for you to check out. Reason number 4, respect when your toilet breaks. Okay, real talk. Society treats blue-collar work like we're less than. I know this. I've lived this. Started as a sheet metal apprentice at the bottom of the ladder. Put in 14 years of hard work going from apprentice to foreman. And people looked at me like I wasn't smart enough for college. Plot twist, I was smart enough to avoid $100K in debt. But here's the beautiful irony. The second something breaks in your house, suddenly we're the most important people in your life. Your AC dies in August. I'm your best friend. Your pipes freeze. I'm a hero. Your electrical panel sparks. I'm basically Superman. There's this weird respect that comes with being needed. Not wanted, needed. Doctors get respect because they save lives. We get respect because we save lifestyles. And in 2025, when everyone's addicted to comfort, that's a lot of power. After 29 years in the HVAC trade, 15 of those running my own contracting business, I've learned something. People forget your name, but they never forget the person who fixed their heat on Christmas Eve. That matters.
Quick break here. Check out which trade is best for you and access the free course below.
Reason number 5, freedom you can't buy at Whole Foods. This is the big one. The reason I stayed. The reason I'll never go back to working for someone else. Freedom. Real freedom. Not the fake kind. Here's what I mean. In the trades, you can work for a company. Benefits, steady pay, totally fine. Or you can do what I did after 14 years in the union. You can go out on your own, become a contractor, be your own boss. And let me tell you, after 15 years of running my own HVAC business, there's no going back. Want to take Tuesday off? Take Tuesday off. Want to work 80 hours in a week and bank that cash? Do it. Want to pass on a job because the customer's rude? Pass. That's freedom you don't get in corporate America. Nobody's micromanaging your bathroom breaks. Nobody's making you ask permission to see your kid's soccer game. Nobody's telling you you can't make more than your salary cap. And here's the kicker. The ceiling is unlimited. As a contractor, I've seen my income triple to what I was making as a foreman. Matter of fact, because I control the business. I control the pricing. I control the hustle. Now, is it easy? Hell no. It's stressful. It's risky. You're gambling on yourself. But after nearly 30 years in this trade, starting as some punk apprentice who barely knew a damper from a doorknob, working my way to foreman, then taking the leap to contractor, I can tell you it's worth it. Because at the end of the day, you're building something that's yours. And that's the American dream, blue collar style. So yeah, blue collar work in 2025 sucks sometimes. Your body aches. Your schedule's chaotic. You work holidays. You get dirty. But the money's real. The job's secure. You see results. You're respected. When it counts, and you've got the freedom most people only dream about, after 29 years, I wouldn't change a thing. Well, maybe I'd stretch a little more. My knees would appreciate that. But seriously, if you're thinking about the trades, do it. We need you. The money's there. The opportunity's there. The life is there. You just got to be willing to get your hands dirty. If this video helped you, smash that like button. If you want more unfiltered career advice, subscribe and hit the notification bell. All right, last thing. Why did the carpenter fall asleep on the job? Because he was bored. Terrible, I know. Peace out.